Hello Virgo, and thank you for being here. This is 2025. We made it. Yay! Now it's going to get fun. This is going to be a very interesting year full of real and unexpected changes. So let's get control over our own state and that which we desire to accomplish. I have for you today a modified magic star with using only the major arcana. This is going to show us where to concentrate our efforts to manifest and achieve our goals, whatever those may be. For the month of January, this is for the month of January and until the next new moon, but this reading is the most important one, and it's going to kind of flavor the next 12 months, so keep that in mind as well. But I will be doing these every month around the time of the new moon in order to use them as new moon manifestation guidance. Okay, so let us do a little shuffling around, see where the cards want to fall. Virgo. And see what we say here, what we have here. So in the first position, about your desire, we have the Wheel of Fortune. All right. In the second position, we have Judgment. This is the position of what you need to sow in order to get what you want, what seeds you need to sow. In position 3, a new belief in order to promote success. So we have the Justice card. And in position 4, we have who or what helps you, which is the Tower. In position 5, we have who or what challenges you, and that is the Magician. In position 6, we have the Empress, and she is the areas of growth that we can see, that we need to cultivate in our future. And in position 7, we have lessons to take with you into the next cycle, and we have the Hermit. Interesting. Okay, this first one, I have not seen the Emperor, so that's good. Okay, so let's get started here. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the card of cycles, ending, starting, ending, starting, opposites rolling over into each other, yin, yang, good, bad, light, dark, and wealth, poverty. So you've been in the position about your desire. You want to see, pardon me, just give me a second on this one, because I'm getting something about, now some of you may be looking for more money, or have been told you would be getting some money, a big raise, a big windfall or something. But there's also something else here, and this is faith. This is faith in the universe to deliver what you want. This is, now most of you want a big chunk of change, which is understandable, but there are some of you who just want certain things to change. What I mean by that is, if you are in a lousy relationship, you just want, you want to find a good one. If you are in a lousy job, you want to find a good one. If you are in a lousy home, you want to find a good one, right? So, the cycle, good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. So you've gotten into a cycle, into the part of the cycle where it's not as comfortable, and you want to get back to that comfortable side of the cycle, because it all cycles around, it all comes around, right? And so for the most part of you have money, but you just want some more money. But for a large part of you just want change. And the Wheel of Fortune card is saying at some point you need to just hand it over to the universe. You just need to have some faith. You need to tell the universe what you want and then let it go. So that is the Wheel of Fortune in the first place. It really speaks to me of manifestation, like of actively wanting a change to occur and knowing that by asking for it, we can get it. But at some point, you have to let it go. You have to trust the universe to bring it to you. And then here we have in the what seeds you need to sow to get what you want, we have the second to last arcana card, which is the Judgment card, card number 20. Now, when the Judgment card comes up, it means you're very, very close to manifestation, but there's still something not quite right. Something is a little bit sticky, and it's just not showing up. Now, you can't get frustrated about that, right? Because frustration pushes away the final manifestation. So you need to do a reckoning here. You have to go through everything that you've been doing. Are you doing it right? Is there a thought process that is causing a snag? Is it doubt that's causing a snag, right? Because once we start feeling those negative emotions, we get kicked right out of positive vibration and allowing that manifestation to come through. So if the first card is telling you to have faith, then the second card is telling you to take a second look at the way that you're doing things and confirm that you are on the right track, that there is no negative stumbling points that are holding you back, okay? So that is the seeds that you need to sow to get what you want. Just reckon with the negative stumbling blocks that are keeping you from having a pure vibration mindset, and then let go and let the universe bring to you what you need in good time. Okay, so in the third place, we have the Justice card, and the Justice card, it means standing up for yourself. Now, I don't know too many Virgos who don't stand up for themselves, but in this card drawing, I would have to say that this is kind of an internal thing where Virgos may seem very secure on the outside, but on the inside they're feeling kind of insecure about asking, maybe even feeling a little unworthy about asking for whatever it is they want. And I'm here to tell you that I'm just going to ignore that. I'm here to tell you that those feelings of unworthiness are also going to keep you from getting the things that you want in the future, because they interfere. Anything negative, any doubt, any fear, that will all kind of kick you out of that vibration where the universe has taken over to get you closer to what you want. And what I mentioned that you want, most people with this card are looking for their fortune, but there's also other people in this card who are just looking for a big change. So that big change means that you have to really believe that you deserve it, and that's what the Justice card here is all about. You need to believe that you deserve it. Because deep down inside, you may have doubts saying, oh, who am I to win this lottery or get this promotion or whatever. And that's where the Judgment card is saying, do the reckoning, right? Examine each one of your thoughts and make sure that you're not self-sabotaging when you are attempting your manifestation there. Okay, so we have the Tower in position 4, which is kind of weird. A weird card to receive in what helps you, who or what helps you. But this is kind of the antithesis to your personal manifestation, right? Because I see this Tower card as the collective unconscious that is bringing about these really gnarly situations in the world, like the wars and government corruption and, high inflation rates and scarcity and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's all caused by the collective unconscious being programmed by media and television and all these programs that they watch. When you watch these programs, then this becomes normalized, right? So you think you're going to see them in everyday life. And so many people watch these programs on TV that and on the internet, where you see, oh, the war is coming, the war is coming. Well, if you're always looking for these clickbaity videos that say the war is coming, then you're going to think a war is coming. And then if enough people think a war is coming, then a war is going to come, right? That's how manifestation works. But that's because there's too many people thinking of that. Now, it doesn't have to affect you, because you have the choice, the personal choice, to manifest your own reality in your own world, right? Separate from this, because this is what the collective mind. Now, if enough of us could stop thinking that the world was going to turn into The Walking Dead someday, then we could turn this around. But it's just a numbers game. It's just too many people would refuse to, would have to work on that. And that would take real work. And, the logistics of that is just astronomical. But I digress. Anyways, so now you know. Okay, now if you didn't know before, the tower is the manifestation that the rest of the world brings into play, and this is the manifestation that you are working on. And you don't have to be part of this. You don't have to be a part of this. And this is what helps. Once you realize that this is all smoke and mirrors, like it's actually happening. It's actually manifested in many places, although I would have to question the severity that it's manifested, because none of us are actually in these places, so we don't know for sure what we're being told. I'm going off on a tangent here. I'm going to pull it back in. But yeah, so the collective manifestation is manifesting something that they've seen on TV, that they're expecting from the video titles that they watch on YouTube or on the news or whatever. So don't be a part of that. Now that you know that everything is manifested from thought processes, you can disconnect your thought process from the collective unconscious and live your own manifestation, right? Whatever you want. It's always going to be in conflict, right? But yours can be separate. It takes a conscious effort for it to be separate from the collective unconscious. All right. I'm sorry. Are you still watching? I apologize for that. I have some very strong views on the things going on in the world. But anyways, what we are going to do is go on to the next card, which is who or what challenges you. And this is the Magician. And the Magician is the mentor or the teacher or the, the guru. And this is challenging you in a sense that you feel like you're not getting the right information in order to make the changes that you want. You may be overwhelmed by information, or you may be getting incorrect information. There is probably a lot of frustration here. That's when the Judgment comes in, and justice. I can see frustration with those two cards, where you want something and you say, well, I should have it by now. But the second you start saying I should have it by now, then you start pulling away from it, right? But the Magician in this position means you don't know enough about how to get to where you want to go, and you need to learn. And it's quite possible that you're having trouble finding a source for what you need to know. This is a problem that is pervasive all over the world. There are those who just jump on a bandwagon and say, hey, I'm going to be your spiritual guru. I'm going to be your spiritual coach. Hey, pay me $2,000 and, and I'll teach you everything. And meanwhile, all they do is chat GPT you a couple of PDFs and take your money. So yeah, you got to be careful. I want you to be careful about signing up for courses and classes and things. Right at this time, until you know more, if you're interested in this sort of metaphysical manifestation route, then, there's plenty of free resources out there. The library. Has everybody forgotten about the library, the public library? There are places in the library that you can, take out a couple of metaphysical books, find some recommendations, and just read them and see how it goes. And this will give you a good base, right? Like, go back to the tried and true, the ones who pioneered the field of metaphysical manifestation. And go to their books, go to their original copy. Don't rely on YouTube videos. Maybe once in a while for a little bit of a boost, sure, but go to the original stuff that you're interested in and those original pioneers who wrote about it. And then after you've read a couple of books, then you'll be able to better discern the bullshitters from those who really are interested in helping. Now, areas of growth, we have the Empress here, and I'm so glad the Empress has showed up here, because it tells me that you are interested in authenticity as opposed to just the superficiality of modern society. See, the Empress is based in nature, in all things natural, in all things that grow from the ground, and all things that is of the earth. And that also excludes things like technology and AI and anything that is, fake. So in terms of areas of growth, the Empress, pardon me, the Empress means that you are seeking more authenticity and truth in your life and trying to stay far away, or at least minimize your connection to stuff like social media or what else? TV, news, stuff like that, all that contrived stuff. Try to keep it real, because the more truth we have in our life, the more real our lives are. The more fake things we accept, then we're living an artificial life. Why should we even bother living if everything that we embody is fake? I don't know. Does that make sense? I'm not sure if I've just been talking too long and kind of making myself a little bit numb, but here we have the Hermit. And the Hermit, just like, I was going to say the Strength card. The Strength card is the card that has accumulated all the knowledge and also digested it in a way that it makes sense to them, right? But then you're going to have to implement that knowledge. You're going to have to strategize. You're going to have to put together a plan. And the Hermit is you stepping away from mainstream media, from social media, and just being with yourself a little bit. Maybe taking a trip or some sort of retreat. That might even be kind of fun if you could find some sort of lighthearted spiritual retreat, like not go into the forest of Borneo and take ayahuasca or anything like that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying just go on a bit of a retreat and be with yourself. Maybe take a good book if you're going to go by yourself, or if you can find a spiritual retreat with some people who are like you, just want to, experiment a little bit with manifestation. But in terms of your specific manifestation here, it looks to me like you know exactly what you're doing, and you've got the plan down, you've got the steps down, and it's going to come about. It's just you've got a little bit of self-sabotage going on here, a little bit of stumbling blocks with the fear, with the doubt, with the feeling a little bit inadequate, and also a lot of influence from what is going on around you in the world. Okay, so I hope that was helpful, Virgo. I apologize if I went on a tangent there, but I tell you, it's going to be, mark my words, it's going to be a very interesting year, 2025. So we really need to be develop that inner strength and resilience so that we can weather what's coming up. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. If you know of anybody else who needs to hear these words, then please share my video. Otherwise, make sure that you comment down below whether it applied to you, or if it did not resonate with you, let me know that as well. And yeah, thanks. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time, Virgo. Thanks for being here.